So today is Thursday the 16th of July 2020. I just came home from work and I had this funny conversation with a co-worker today. We ended up watching videos on the crazy things people have been doing to their hair during the quarantine, which was hilarious. But it planted the thought in me that I have no idea when last I had a trim on my hair. I mean, I routinely search and destroy and snip basically any ends that I see popping out on my braid, but I can't remember the last time I had an actual trim. And for trims, I usually either ask Mr. Ego to do it. Mr. Ego hates trimming my hair because he's really scared that he will do it wrong, which of course is something that I like because it means he's careful. Or I go to a drop-in with a hairdresser. And I hate hairdressers. It's insane that you have to argue with these people as much as I do. I mean, any other place where you exchange your money for their service would not basically pick a fight with you, or if they know best what you want. And I always have to end up arguing with them that no, I don't want bangs, no, I don't want highlights, I don't want lowlights, I don't want you to dye my hair, I don't want you to cut in layers, I just want you to take off the 2 or 3 centimeters I ask for. So I would have remembered if I had a haircut or trim this year, and I don't. And Mr. Ego would have remembered if he had trimmed my hair this year, and he doesn't. So I guess I haven't had a trim at all in 2020. We spent 2 weeks on Fuerteventura and came home in the first week of February, I think. And right after that, the pandemic really started to pick up, so I know I haven't gone out for a trim after that. So yeah, all evidence points to that I haven't had any trims at all in 2020. Anyways, it also made me think that I think I've been stuck at around somewhere between knee and calf length for the last maybe 10 years. It's been a very long time. And it's stupid because it's not a length I have enjoyed as much as a shorter length. I don't know if there's a name for it, an established name for it, but in my head it was always just called reach length, because it's fingertip length plus a little bit of extra length from when you're holding your comb. So when you do your combing motion, it's as far as you can reach in your reach length. And that was the length I enjoyed the most, because it was very easy to care for and it gave me enough length that I could almost do all the hairstyles that I liked to do. And the ability to create cool buns and braids was the driving force behind that I wanted long hair in the first place. But that was the easiest length for me, and it's going to sound ridiculous, but the reason it's so much easier is because now, when it's longer than the reach length, when I comb my hair, I have to grab it, lift it up to get to the ends. And it sounds ridiculous, but it adds more work to taking care of my hair. So my point is, either I should just cut it back to the length that I found was the easiest for me, the reach length, or I should make one final push to try to see if I could touch the floor. I'm turning 40 in 2021. I'm 39 now. And I spotted my first white hairs probably like 3 or 4 years back. I don't have a lot of them, there's maybe a dozen of them hidden in here. And I have noticed that the last maybe 2 years I've been getting a little more of this thin, fine stuff at the temples, so I'm assuming I will start going grey soon. And I'm assuming I will get the age-related changes that you do see with your hair, like you do see for the rest of your body, basically, soonish. So if I'm going to push for the extreme lengths, or maybe even touching the floor, then I should really do it now, because in 5, maybe 10 years, it's not guaranteed that I can do it. And of course I look at my mom, because I very much have her hair, and she has great hair, and she's 62, 64, something like that. It's just grey, but she has thick, nice hair. So I'm very lucky with that, but I think if I'm pushing for more length, I should do it now. So I actually think I will try that. Now that I have decided I'm going to go for more length, ironically, the first thing I want to do today is to get Mr. Ego to give me a trim. Just like 1 centimeter or something. Because it has been so long and I want my ends to be healthier and fresher when I start on this. And also, with a trim it will be a little easier to measure how long it actually is. Because I honestly don't know. Ironically, I'm not even sure where on my body my ends fall to. Because my angle when I see my hair, when I work with my hair, is into the mirror and down, and my idea is that it's somewhere top calf maybe, but I'm honestly not sure, so I would kind of like to know myself actually. So trim and measure it, and then I'll probably check in on this project in like maybe 3 months. Depending a little what I can get Mr. Ego talked into, maybe I can help him measure every month or something. Back when I measured, back when I could actually do this myself, I knew that my growth rate was 1.5 centimeter every month, which is not a lot. And usually I would have 2 or 3 months during the summer months where I got an additional 0.5 centimeter. So between 1.5 and 2 centimeters a month. My hair doesn't grow fast, but because I have always been so aware of my growth rate, then I have avoided any disastrous haircuts that ended up costing me years and years of growth. So, let's get to it. Hello everyone, it is now December 27th, which means that it has been a little bit over 5 months since I shot the last video. Last time I measured in, it was just a little bit longer than the measuring tape, like 1 or 2 centimeters maybe. So if my hair is still growing at this point, I should expect it to be about 10 centimeters longer than my measuring tape is. So I'm going to take a shower now and then we'll see. That was really not what I expected. So I guess this means that I'm actually getting really close to terminal length.